Hello, everybody. Really excited today. We're going to have a fantastic episode coming up. But first, before we get into that, I want to get into some announcements, general news, etc., etc. First on the agenda is I am now offering ad spots. Essentially what that means is you pay me money every month, a very small, reasonable amount. I'm not going to try and rip you off or anything, because the goal of this podcast is to bring the voice of the people to this format. So I want to uphold that as much as I can. So I'm not going to screw anyone, but I think this is a really good opportunity for you and I to all benefit from this. So what I'm going to do is the first 5 episodes are going to be free. Then after that, I haven't really figured out, obviously this is the first time putting this out. I haven't figured out anyone that actually wants to do this. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, please hit me up for that. DM me for that. DM me also if either DM me or send me an email, McAllisterHours@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram, McAllister Hours, Twitter, MC Hours. I don't know. I'm all over the fucking place. But if you hit me up on any of those platforms, I can get you either a spot in the show, considering you have something valid to, I'm not just gonna let random Joe on, but I am open. I let most people on. So you have the opportunity to do that. And like I said before, if you want an ad spot, that is a great way to get hold of me. Secondly, I have revamped my Patreon page. I finally have tiers. So if you want to be friendly enough and donate to your humble host, Coleman McAllister from the McAllister Hours podcast, for $5 a month. I know it's half of a Netflix subscription. You think, what do I get with that? What the fuck's up with that? What's worth that? You get endless promotion from me. You get tagged at the end of my podcast. I tell everybody what the fuck's up going on with you. I give you a shout out. I blast everybody with whatever the fuck's going on with you, and it's some great shit, man. So it's well worth the money, I promise. If you want to be a little more generous, you can give $10 a month, and that gives you behind the scenes access. Not like I'm recording anything back behind the scenes, but I will send you video links of unfiltered, uncut podcast sessions, behind the scenes shit, all that kind of crazy stuff. You can get that for only $10 a month. And then this is the luxury treatment. I do not expect anyone to actually purchase this if they have any brain knowledge. I certainly would not spend this kind of money on this. However, it is still available for those who maybe, want to come on the podcast and maybe don't have any special qualifications, but are just a fan of the show and they want to, glorify me and themselves and talk about that. For $35 a month, you can do that. I don't know how often, I don't know when, but it will be ASAP. We will push all these other guests out of the way and get you on. I fucking guarantee it. For $35 a month, we will get you that. What you deserve. My guests today, I am really looking forward to all this shit. They are T-Bear and Ray West. Now Ray West I have never met. I'm recording this about probably around an hour before they'll get here. I kind of wanted to just get this out of the way. But T-Bear, we've known each other for about, not really know. I used to work with him back at Ramada, and we're gonna get into this, I'm sure. But so we go back. It's going to be, we have some personal level, and they also they do a lot in the music industry. They've been putting out albums left and right, really high quality production value. Their label, what the fuck is their label again? We're going to get into it. They got LLC and everything. It's pretty fucking lit. So yeah, everybody stay tuned for that episode. It's going to be fucking dope. And yeah. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the McAllister Hours podcast. I am your host, Coleman McAllister, and today I am graciously joined by 2 excellent Des Moines hip-hop artists in the game right now. We are joined today by T-Bear and Ray West.
GFG Records in the building. What's going down?
How you guys doing today?
Saturday. Still, locked in for a little bit. They open some stuff up. We still, not out yet. You know what I mean? I ain't back at work yet, so loving this good day.
I
Yeah.
just got off of work and work is terrible. Fuck work.
Fuck.
Exactly.
So what do you guys do for? We were talking about this before. What do you guys do just for the audience knows? If you don't mind sharing that.
Shit, I do music. You know what I'm saying? I write,
There you go.
I write and record my life. You know what I mean? And I perform, and then I put these tapes out, these CDs out. I sell this merchandise, and I try to get this money legally. You know.
Yeah, you guys are doing a lot. I've been really impressed. You guys are, of all the people I've had on here, you guys seem to be like the most professional. The one that seemed to be the branded, probably the most I've seen. So I have a lot of respect for that.
It's a long time coming, man. This is a long time coming.
Yeah.
10 years deep in this game, and
Shit, a lot more than 10 years.
it is. It is. But we only been doing this, the real way. I guess they would want to say, you know what I mean, for like, not that long. You know what I'm saying? Because we just starting to take it serious, put money behind it, and as soon as we started doing it, even though it's little by little, things started taking off.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta put it into the grind. You gotta put the work in, because the grind ain't gonna give it to you. It knows who's putting in the work and who's not. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only way you're really gonna, make it in anything. You really got to put forth the effort. We're gonna get into the music here very shortly, but I kind of want to go into your guys' backgrounds, like just briefly, like where you're from. Are you guys both originally from Des Moines? Or are you from elsewhere? What's your story?
I'm originally from Des Moines, Iowa, West Side. You know what I'm saying? West Side born. I grew up in the Pondee, over off of 3510 Pleasant area, Callanan neighborhood. I mean, shout out to the Ponderosa. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I went to Greenwood Elementary, Callanan Middle School, Roosevelt High School. Eventually moved over further onto the West Side. You know what I'm saying? Off of MLK and Adams, and shit, it's West Side my whole life, man. DMI born and raised. Shout out to all sides, though.
Well, hey, that's awesome. What about you, T-Bear?
Man, let's think about it. I was born on the West Side. I ain't gonna lie. I was born on the West Side, but we stayed everywhere. We didn't stable place. Came like once or twice in the youngster life, but I was born on the West Side. Here in Des Moines, Iowa. Got a gang of family here. Some of them from Texas. Some of them, some of them from Texas. That's where my family's from. But here I went to Edmonds Academy. So that's that Oak Ridge area. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Drake Park the most. So I went to Callanan, Roosevelt.
West Side?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I lived over in the River Hills. I live on the north side too, you know what I'm saying? East side, I lived all over. So Cleveland Avenue, I was over there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out Des Moines, Iowa, period.
Hell yeah! So local your whole life.
Yeah.
That's that really kind of gives the flavor of the artist too. I can't talk. I moved here about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
From Bear Neck, Northwest Iowa. So. But anyways, one question: where do you guys get your names? Where's the origination of that?
So Ray West actually came, my homeboy, Drink Stains and shit. Drink Stains was the first dude to start calling me West. You know what I'm saying? And it's just stuck. It was probably like 8 to 10 years ago, something in that frame. And you know what I'm saying? I've just always been pro West. You know what I'm saying? Like influenced heavily by West Coast music, and I just love my side of town, the West Side. You know what I mean? And just pro West everything. So he just started calling me West. And there you have it, Ray West.
Hey,
I was fortunate enough, my mama gave me both my names. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyrone is my name. That's another child, because y'all know me, ain't gonna lie. If you're the one hour, you know me, Tyrone. It's my name. My mama gave me that name, and I was playing dominoes.
Tyrone, my nigga?
They know me. Hey, there it is. I ain't ashamed. And then I was playing dominoes with my uncles and his friends one day, and everybody was putting their names down, and they was like, "What's your nickname?" I said, being as young as I was, you could tell I said Tyrone, and they was like, "Your nickname? What's your nickname?" And I went with a Crazy T or whatever, and they was like, "That's just too plain." And my mom came by and was like, "Oh no, your name's T-Bear." Stuck ever since. I think it was 7th grade. Stuck
Damn.
ever since.
Well, hey, that makes it personal, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
That's really cool. You guys seem like very everything's kind of tied in, like from your life. You've kind of all geared into your hip hop, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's listen to one of your tracks. This is from. I want to talk more in depth about this album later. How you guys all went about this and everything. But this is he's got right there. 4:20 a.m. Still Smoking by Ray West and T Bear. Fucking tight ass shit.
I hope y'all smoking while y'all watching this. You know,
oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, fuck. The day it's legal, we're gonna be smoking every day on the show.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Free the weed.
Free the weed. That's what we're gonna listen to right here. But I was listening to this with my girl last night, and she was like, "Is every song on this album about weed?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man!"
Yes. That's very
hell
important.
yeah.
You guys did an album about smoking drugs?
Sure damn right we did.
It's fucking great. I love it. Anyways, here is Free the Weed. It's gonna play here. Maybe. What the fuck?
Companies to operate in 5 cities. It's only a matter of time before medical marijuana dispensaries open in the state of Iowa, and one of them may be in Council Bluffs. The Iowa Department of Public Health offered licenses to 3 companies to operate in 5 cities.
I love that.
Iowa.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tardy on
Fuck shit. I forgot to.
West. Top of the morning, take a dab until my chest explode. Prefer some shatter, but the butter got me super slow. I won't get out, got my mind moving slow as snail. I crack a window, hoping neighbors couldn't hear the smell. On my raw tray, cleaning cookies, watching First Take. In 6th grade with DJ Q was when I first baked. My birthplace is Des Moines, strict regulation, where coppers throw you in the slammer with no hesitation. A revelation I'm disgusted by just cause of plan. They say our folks have been free but can't smoke a plant. It take away the pain like mine all due to cramps. Some sativa gets us juiced up like an amp. I'm with the camp, rolling choices round as beer cans. The weed ain't never killed a soul, but you should fear, man. The government still wanna block you from evil eyes. Imagine all the peace we spread if we would legalize. We need to free the weed, you can't imagine what it means to me. No repercussion for possession is a dream it seems. Now we done burned 2 ounces, still ain't seen a seed. The green be having us on food and peace. We need to free the weed, you can't imagine what it means to me. No repercussion for possessions is a dream it seems. Now we done burned 2 ounces, still ain't seen a seed. The green be having us on food and peace. We need to free the weed.
Blaze that split. I got a couple homies burning, ask me, "Bet hit this, hit."
So this is you rapping,
So
right?
I grant
That's
they
what it
wish.
is.
I took some hits
And you were-
off a raw, now I'm infected. Damn, shit. You know the eyes don't lie. We wanted 20 joints, roll, we made it multiply. Yeah, it's true. When I'm high, become a visionary. Stack one on top of the other, call it missionary. You know the bear gets silly and watch my baby hit me up and tell me, "Bear, come with it." But I'd rather smoke another one. One with my gents and a blunt from the road, son. Free the weed, free the
Great track, guys. Great album. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't think Des Moines really recognized as like a pop place, but I mean, fuck. I feel like you talk to anyone, everyone's at least smoked it at least once.
Yeah,
but maybe
yeah,
that's everywhere.
yeah.
Who fucking knows?
They lying if they did, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And allow me to use this time to announce that we will be doing 4:20 p.m. Still Smoking.
We are currently working on
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes, we are currently working on that. Yes.
That's fucking great.
That is in the
part
works.
2 coming soon.
Afternoon version. Feel me?
So is there going to be like a different vibe? Is there like a different smoking vibe at 4:20 a.m. versus 4:20 p.m.?
I mean, no.
I was like, currently what we're working on? No. It's like, no, we're just adding to the, you know, more
Hey,
fuel.
that's fine. That's great.
More fuel, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Just
exactly. More fuel.
Different
adding
strain.
More, adding more meat to the gumbo.
Yeah,
That's all.
you know what I mean? Like, we're not done. No,
Yeah, no, yeah.
We take this very personal. And I don't think that in a bad way, just like when we talk, it's what we do. You know, we smoke. That's what we do. We smoke, we drink. You know what I'm saying? We work hard. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, that's what we're going to put the effort into doing what we like to do. And that's what we like to do with music is whatever we hear, we do. And sometimes it's about smoking. Straight up.
Those are the good times, you know. Dabs versus grass. What's your guys' opinion on that? What do you prefer? You
I
guys
like
just
grass.
like all of it, or?
I like all of it, but I would, if I had to pick one, I would pick grass. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I gotta stick to the flour. You know, I fuck with the dabs and all the concentrates as well, but I could never just switch over fully. You know. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have a terrible time with dabs personally, but
I'm a flour guy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, because you know every time I do dab, you know I'm in outer space somewhere, you know. So yeah, that's the reason why I ain't gonna lie. If I had to tell you the truth, why I do not do dabs, it's because sometimes you know I'm not ready for where it takes me.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's it, you know. But if I had to prefer, you know, there's nothing like that good breaking everything down, rolling that joint up, and you know going to another level. Yeah, I love that. I love that. The whole process of rolling up the flour is what entices me to do it.
Yeah, there's something almost traditional about it, like ceremonial in a way.
It's
you
the
know?
ritual.
Yeah.
You grab the tray and everything just falls into place.
Exactly. So while we're on the subject, what's your guys' background with pot? Like, when did you guys start smoking all that shit? Since you guys obviously are enthusiasts.
Yeah.
So my first time actually getting super stoned.
Yeah, talk to him.
Man, I was with my cousin DJ Q. Man, I was probably in 6th grade, 7th grade. And he's from Oklahoma. He came up for the summer up here to Iowa to stay with the family and shit. And we won't get too deep into it.
Right.
Bottom line, he's the one that got me high for the first time. Shout out my cousin DJ Q.
Yeah.
Made a bong out of a 24-ounce Pepsi bottle. Aluminum foil bowl. Motherfucking, the stem was a pin. The plastic part of a pin. Man. Shout out DJ Q.
Right. Again.
We're back after a quick restart. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so sorry. This podcast is notorious for having unprofessional spoofs all the fucking time. So nothing out of the ordinary for our audience. That's for sure. So I'm sorry. Anyways, I think we were talking about what was it, background with pot, and you were kind of getting into something.
No, back again. You know
yes, back again. Exactly.
Just back when I was a teenager when I first got high, I guess. And so when I was with my homie Chris Duke.
How old is a teenager?
I was 14, 15. 14, 15. So I was with my homie Chris Duke and his fam.
Shout out Chris Duke.
Yeah, family. You know what I mean?
Cowboys Nation.
You know what I mean? I don't know about all that, but shout out to the family. You know what I'm saying? Love you, baby. And I was just hitting it, and I didn't know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just doing it because he was doing it. You know what I mean? He was the family. He doing it. He balled. I balled.
Yeah.
Basically, he played hopscotch. I played hopscotch. You know what I mean? That's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so he was smoking. I was smoking. I guess I thought I was the champ, and I hit it just extremely too hard, and started coughing. But it was an irregular cough because I coughed so hard that I flipped out of I flipped out of the recliner. And everybody in the house cracking up like, damn, you don't touch shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my first experience with Mary Jane.
From that day, you never smoked again?
No, I'm still here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here with you, baby.
You're still alive. You're still beating. We're all still here and alive.
And still smoking. You know what I mean?
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Crack the egg in the skillet.
Splattered, gone.
Well, I put some bacon and Miracle Whip with that.
Yeah. That's good eatings.
Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
So, how long in the future do you think it'll be until pot's legalized in Iowa?
Man, we're gonna be the last motherfucking state.
Yeah.
Iowa's tardy with everything. You know what I mean?
That's what the track we just listened to. I love that. It's fucking it's true shit.
All 49 states is gonna get on board. Iowa will be the last one. Believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, our best friend over here, Kim Reynolds. I was just pulling up articles with. She changed the how much THC can be put, or the limit for THC for the medical people. So I mean, it's obviously operating in the reverse direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
No comment.
No comment.
None. Because none. I ain't got nothing to say on that.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Nothing good.
Have you guys ever heard of Bicycle Day?
No.
Negative.
No. So are you guys into acid at all? Is that something you guys ever fuck with?
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking my phone basically just said no for me. Said, no,
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
No,
Yeah.
none of that. Well, long story short, interesting fact. There's a guy, 419. He's the first person to dose himself with LSD, and it was a tremendous time. And
Oh, so that's what this is about.
that's 419. So
Oh.
that was the.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
So that's like the precursor to 420. You could trip on 419, then like take 420 to recover maybe with some pot. I don't fucking know.
No. Thanks.
Nah, you don't fuck with that. But no, that's totally cool.
You got LSD and ride a bike?
Yeah. He took LSD and he rode a bike home.
So that's like some Forrest Gump stuff, huh?
Yeah, he tripped so hard he like thought he was flying through the sky and shit.
Yeah. That's a hell of a ride home.
You got some homies that get down, but
Yeah. Teach his own.
that's never been my flavor.
No, and
teach
that's
his own, but
and that's
still.
110% fine. There are plenty of people who should not fuck with psychedelics. So
Yeah.
not that I'm saying you guys are that, but
No,
I mean to
I'm
each his
fine.
own.
I'm happy not to find out I'm not one of them. You know?
Yeah. Maybe that's something you don't want to find out. That's
Yeah, I don't
nothing
find
wrong
out
with that, man.
If I try it, I'm gonna be outside naked in the street. And the answer's no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's no. The answer's no. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Butt naked trying to borrow some brown sugar.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was hot outside.
So how far back do you guys go? What's your relationship? And you were saying like 10 years, I think maybe. Like
Oh, that's more than that.
Man, so I probably met this guy in 2006, 7, 4. So I met him at a Sonic drive-in, and there used to be a Sonic on East 14th and Euclid.
Yeah.
I worked there, and he was the night cook there. And there was this white dude I worked with named Corey.
Corey sat there.
Corey, and I was always trying to push my music on Corey, like listen to this, buy this type shit. And he was like, man, I got a friend named T-Bear. He does this shit. All he does is sit at the house and smoke and make beats and write rhymes and shit.
See, I was smoking when I was young. See,
You need to meet him. Y'all get it off. You understand? And I pushed it off for a while, but one day I just went over there with him. He took me over to T-Bear's house, and we walked in, and little did we know he was smoking, making beats.
yeah,
And we hit it off from there, pretty much.
damn.
yeah. And then after that, I just went over to the studio. Back then it was just GFG Studios in the front room. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, there was no booth. It was just right there next to the computer, and we was just he put on the beat, and it was just song after song after that. I found out the chemistry, and once the chemistry was locked, it was a wrap. What, 36 mixtapes later?
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
quite 36, but it's definitely 25 plus.
Yeah.
Wow. So well, I mean, the effort you guys have put in obviously shows in these latest projects you guys have put out, but I mean that is quite a bit. 25 plus mixtapes.
Absolutely.
You know, 20. I don't think people realize how much really goes into a whole song when you put down a whole song, yes, but like an entire album or an entire piece of 8 plus, 12 plus songs. You know, that's a lot of work.
And it is.
It
you
is,
know?
very much so.
It is. But
When you love it, man. When you love it, it's nothing, though.
That's
the
true.
thing.
That's true.
If it's your passion, it's not work. You know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're just going in, basically hearing what the song's about, everybody coming up with a great topic, and everybody just working on that, you know what I mean? Who's ever doing the hook, you know, jot down the hook or just freestyle the hook or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little pointer to where we're going, and then it's history. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I love to do is make the hook, so it's basically going to be on me to come up with how the song's going to be going, and then Ray and KT, KA, whomever, D-Man, whomever, come in and they destroy it. HB to K, you know, they come in and destroy it.
Yeah. Well, it's cool shit. So go into you guys are part of GFG Records,
Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah.
So did you guys start that? I guess I'm just trying to understand how you guys are associated with that. Is that your creation or?
That is my creation. I
Okay.
created GFG Records probably in 98, between 98 and 2000.
Wow, really? That far back?
Back then, obviously, it wasn't serious, you know. We were just a bunch of guys in the same group that just freestyled together, you know,
Okay.
and got drunk together, got high together, you know what I'm saying? Just a little clique and shit.
Good life.
I created that in around 98, 99, some shit with my cousin Spit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Spit down in Florida. And
the family.
just over the years, man, we just got more serious. Got the business part right, and got the LLC, and stopped playing games, trying to make money, trying to make this shit a career. So
Exactly.
GFG stands for Ghetto Fab Gang. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, obviously you guys seem pretty legit now. I guess, at what point during that time period did that start happening for you guys? Like, what point in time were you guys releasing more stuff officially, getting more recognition, that kind of stuff?
So the official shit just started as of the last 2 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
16, 17.
The LLC is probably only 2 years old. We only
Okay.
got a few official releases. Before that, man, it was just we didn't have no direction. We was just doing mixtapes, jacking for beats. We just wanted to be heard, putting music out there, not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Just business in the gutter. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful part of, being a musician is, kind of, in a way, hustling, getting your stuff out there and, really, pushing your name out and trying to get your music out there, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good stuff. So, get kind of more into depth into 420 AM. I have not gotten into the later album that you guys just put out. What was it? The Panties?
For the Panties.
For the Panties, yeah.
Yes, ladies. That's what we said. For the panties.
I have not gotten to that one, unfortunately, but the one I have gotten into, the 420 Smoking, 420 AM Still Smoking, sorry. What exactly went into that album? Like, did you guys produce it? Did you hire a producer? Like, because you guys, that album has, a level of production that's, very high quality, I consider. I'm just really curious, what exactly all went into that album.
So, that album is mainly produced by Jordan Rand from The Dropouts.
Yeah. What's
Shout
up,
out
bro?
The Dropouts, you know what I'm saying? So,
Who are the Dropouts? Are they a collective, or what are they?
it's supposed to be a collective, but ultimately it turned out to be just one guy, which is Jordan Rand.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I mean? So,
Killer beats.
I mean, we just had the album came together. We had a whole bunch of records sitting around, and a lot of them were about smoking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're listening to all of the records we've done, and we figured, shit, we got so many smoking records. Let's put a compilation together before 420.
I was like, really? I was like, nobody in Des Moines really gonna listen to that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? Really?
So 420 was coming up, and we celebrate 420 every year.
Every motherfucking year.
So I just wanted to add to the 420 holiday. Give people something to listen to enjoy their 420 holiday,
And if they don't, I will. You feel me? Because I'm gonna smoke. I'm smoking every day. 6:30 in the morning, 11:30, 3:30, 4:30, 7.
See, I can't do that shit. I work like a motherfucker. I be at work like a motherfucker. So
Work or not, you know what I'm saying?
my party time is the weekend. You know what I mean?
Work or not, you know what I mean?
We don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just want y'all to know, if y'all ever say hello to me in Hy-Vee, most likely, yeah, I'm high. You know what I'm saying?
No, I really hate that there's a criticism towards people who smoke all the time. Every day.
Man.
They think that they equate it to alcohol use.
No.
You're drinking all the time.
As long as you handling your business, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you're taking care of your fucking kids and paying your bills and you go to work every day, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the kind of the difference is people who are irresponsible and can't recognize that,
Right.
those are the people who ruin it for everyone,
Yeah, I mean,
Your kids don't need for shit or none of that. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that. It's a fucking plant from the earth, dog.
Yeah.
And if I decide to, no one's, so what? Everybody, you got bottles beyond bottles in the shelves, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided to smoke and I'm just a little bit intelligent with it, you guys are going to get mad about it, How about y'all just chill? You do a couple of burritos and go on about your business, You know what I'm saying? I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just chilling, like I said, 7:30, 11:30, 3:30, 4:30. 7 p.m. I'm doing me. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still smile and say, "How you doing?"
And the shit brings people together, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't understand how many every year we have a barbecue, every year, and people love to come by. Why? Because they know these two right here, Ray West and T Blair, are gonna be there, and what we do is gonna live the party up. You know, so look, man. And if you do have a problem with it, maybe it's because you haven't decided to sit down and partake. So if you are listening to this and you do have a problem with people that do partake and live their life, how about you just come to our level real quick? We ain't asked you to be on level 82.
Man, fuck that. We don't even want you.
You right.
Stay the fuck away from
See, I was trying to help you out right there. I was trying to help you out right there.
Fuck
See,
away, man.
and that's the and
We don't
there
even
you
wanna
go.
fuck with you.
There you go.
Either you smoke
There
or you
go.
don't.
Well, hey,
Now y'all can't even come play. Now y'all can't even
I'll
play.
give you guys an applause for that one.
Man, move
Fuck
around.
yeah.
Like, you smoke or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your liquor. Stick to your tobacco. Stick to your prescription pills.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. You little lines or two, you know, buddy.
Let's not
Yeah.
even talk about cocaine.
Yeah, okay,
and
see, I
meth.
wasn't, yeah, you know what I mean?
Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah,
That's
there you
the
go.
bottom line.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I could keep going on about it. But
Right.
I'm going to just stick to my 7:30, 11:30, 3:30, 4:30, 7 p.m. and keep going.
You get that in your phone? No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you're like, that's the time the alarm goes off. Just in case I forget. Ding, ding, ding.
You know, when I got into smoking really late in my life, when I was like really immature, I would actually have like a 4:20 alarm. So I'd like be at work late, and fucking alarm would go off at 4:20. And
Yeah, let them all know.
I gotta go take a hit. I gotta go take a hit.
Yeah, right now. Let them all know. Like, they're like, what's that? That's my 4:30 alarm. I was not supposed to be here. Yeah. I'm tripping. I gotta go.
Exactly. So going back to the album, high production value, producer's done a great job. Kind of knowing you, we're gonna get into this a little bit. Kind of knowing you from Armada, you seem to have a lot of like R&B influence.
Yeah.
In like when you're kind of on the mic, kind of go into that. Like, what's your? I guess both of you. What's your backgrounds in music? What are your influences? What are you inspired to? All that.
Oh man. I mean, I wasn't able to listen to hip hop until, well, basically like, you know, MC Hammer, stuff like that. But until I was in 7th grade, so all I could listen to was pop and R&B. So Whitney Houston, Boyz II Men, New Edition, you know, anything like that, I was listening to. It didn't matter. Mariah Carey when she was younger, all of it, I was onto that. And then all of a sudden, when I was able to start listening to hip hop, that's when I started hearing about Nate Dogg. First album I ever bought was Bone Thugs and Harmony. If you listen to my sound, you know why now. You know why that, you know,
Yeah.
they're my big influence. So them and Nate Dogg. So that's what it was for me.
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like, how old are you guys? Just I've noticed that there's a significant age difference.
Shoot, I'm about 47.
Probably. Oh wow, really?
No, I'm 37.
Oh god. Oh my god. Now I feel like an asshole. Jesus fucking Christ. I was about to be like, holy shit, you look good. Sorry.
32, man. But my musical influence, man, like I said, my whole family. See, my older cousins, some of my cousins was thugs. You understand me? Like real life gangsters, professionals. So my influence
Shout
was
out,
the
Joe.
West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up in the early '90s listening to that. Everything Death Row, you know what I'm saying? Scarface, Dog Pound, you know. As I got a little older, I was introduced to Tech Nine, you know.
Shout out Strange Music.
My favorite rapper right now, you know what I'm saying? King Crooked, Crooked Eye. Shit, man.
Shout out COB.
I could talk forever about all my influences, man. Twista, motherfucking goes on. You know, the Midwest got that fast flow, you know, so I just kind of adopted that just by listening to my favorite lyricists. Royce the 5'9".
Hell yeah. I fuck with him. He's great.
Yeah.
What's your guys' writing process when you're like getting in the studio, about to get into all that? What's going on?
So it really depends on what the project is, but for example, let's say if we're working on a project for me, it kind of works like we'll purchase a handful of beats. I'll play a beat that I like. I hit up T and I tell him, look, I need a song called this or about this. He'll get back to me real quick with a hook for the song, and I usually already have the verses scribbled, and it's just a fast process, dog. Like, I tell him what it's about, he gives me the hook, and I already have the verses done, and we just knock it out like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the ways.
I'm saying my way is just basically like I buy the beat, I put the song together, and I just say, "Ray, I need you on it," or I'll just say, hey Ray, I need an artist on it, and he'll find somebody for me. He'll be like, what type of artist do you need, and he'll find somebody for it. I mean, my favorite feature besides Ray is a person to feature with besides Ray is KT. So, and if I need her on the track, I know exactly what I want her to do. So it's just like basically I'll finish the song and then she'll put everything that she needs to do together. So that's what I like about the process, Zach, our writing process, because we all can do whatever we want to do on our own, and just ask the other person just to hop in on something. That's the great thing about having this crew, this label.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can sense a lot of bouncing off each other.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, I personally am not part of a unit, so or anything like that. Yeah. So I don't get that. I don't have that. I do a lot of stuff introspectively and by myself. So I mean, I can really imagine that that's quite an advantage to have.
Yeah.
Having that.
Man, we've been together for a long time, man. It's like GFG is a lot of motherfuckers know about GFG. A lot of artists in Des Moines are or has been affiliated with GFG Records. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out
to the
artists.
We go back, dog. We go back. Like right now, currently, it's Ray West, T-Bear, KT, HB the King, D-Man, KA. Like, that's 6 strong. And
shout out the crew.
Shout out the crew, man. Like, it's all about crew love over here, man.
GFG Records.
Positivity, unity, man. Like, we ain't on none of that tough guy shit. You know what I mean? We just about having a good time and putting out good vibes. You know what I'm talking about?
Smoking. Just in case y'all forgot. Smoking. You know what I mean?
At 4:20 a.m.
There's a video out there we got. It's called Smoking, man. And that's a good video. Make sure y'all check that out.
Hell yeah.
Shot by Troy Brooks.
Shot by Troy Brooks. Shout out Troy Brooks. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. So T-Bear, you and I go back a few years.
Yeah.
We both worked at Ramada.
Hey,
I'm
still there.
You're still there.
I'm still there.
So fuck, I was there for like 6 months. I guess I didn't know, and you worked there too. I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, for a small team. It's for a small team. You know what I mean?
I see. That happened a lot. You weren't alone. Don't feel like alienated by that. I was only there for what, like 6 months?
Were y'all sure it was me?
We're not sure.
Let's keep it real.
You know what I mean?
Shit. I guess I don't know how much you can talk about it, but like, do you have any like? It flooded. I know. Yeah, I remember that happened. Yeah. They left like right before that happened. What was that? 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was crazy time right there. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to shut down or not. But faithfully, we got it back up and running for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. Yeah.
How is this? I mean, it's affected everyone, obviously.
It's killed us. We had a show in we had a show in California. For 420 weekend, and
wow,
and it
was in Clear Lake, California.
Yeah, for Stoner Jordan. And,
shout out Stoner Jordan, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it got canceled because of this stuff, man. Everything shut down.
Yeah, fuck.
We had about 4 or 5 shows get canceled.
Yeah,
holy shit.
So when you cancel the shows, that means you lose money on the door. Obviously, your ass out on all the money you put into the promo. Mm-hmm. You don't make money because you can't sell your merch, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a shitty deal all the way around. But health does come first, and I respect that. I understand, I don't like it.
Yeah, no. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, it is affecting a lot of people, whether that's...
but I'm still smoking, though.
Haven't stopped that.
Didn't get how I did that. That was extra promo for 420. I'm still smoking. I'm still smoking, though.
Yeah. I guess when do you think we're gonna be back to doing all this? Like, when do you guys think?
There's people starting up like in 2 weeks. There's shows, but they're happening in 2 weeks in some places.
Think so?
So
yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I agree.
Like, as soon as June opens up, like, people are going back to doing shows. I mean, we don't know quite yet if we're doing it, but
we're definitely not going to jump on the first wave.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
We want to get on that 4th or 5th wave. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are I've noticed in Des Moines, like businesses and such, a lot of people are doing that. They're kind of trying to hit that back part. But there are a lot of people who are courageous and are
going right at
going
it,
full speed ahead.
Like, hey, listen, look, bars wasn't even supposed to be open this weekend. I ain't snitching, but some of them are. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That's how quickly people are like, forget this. I want to go. I want to do it. I'm like,
for real.
Wow.
Cash money make the world go round,
Hey,
baby.
listen, I can't hate. I just don't want to, find out that,
That's what fucking happens. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I ain't trying to be the one to catch something.
You can only govern people for so long. Eventually people are just gonna be sick of it. It's been 2 months since we were thinking about maybe trying to go out to somewhere pretty soon. We're like, fuck, how long has it been since we've been to a restaurant? Like 2 months at least.
I seen all over my Facebook, ladies mad because they couldn't get in the nail salon because the things were so packed. I was like, well, okay.
And it definitely makes you realize just the small little things that we take for granted in daily life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? With this COVID shit, like, just like you said, not being able to go to a restaurant, not being able to go to a barber shop, not being able to go buy Parmesan at the bar, like, those little things, like, we take that shit for granted, but I bet we won't do it no more.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I sure enough we appreciate a lot of taco trucks though now, don't we? Yeah, what?
Hey, and let me tell Shawn Michaels, the motherfucking peppers are hot.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hot peppers. I threw mine to the bottom of the bag, sir.
The peppers are hot, sir.
I smelled it and I was like, nah, I'm good. You tripping, son. You know what I mean? I like to taste my food, sir. I don't want no burn with my stuff. I'm good. To each his own. I ain't hating. If you like to burn, go ahead and burn, baby.
No, fam said they're not hot.
Because he likes to burn. That's why. His tongue's burning. I don't care what he says. His tongue's burning. I don't care. If my tongue's sitting there on fire when I bite it, I don't imagine what y'all's doing. Y'all just can take it.
Shout out Shawn Michaels, the producer, dog.
Yeah, and actually, you know what I'm saying? Is You Rolling? He produced that. That was his beat. Shawn Michaels, shout out to him. Still smoking.
Still smoking. All
You know,
the time.
hey, promo.
I saw. This was obviously before the COVID happened, but you were going to perform with Scar the Monster, I think.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Big homie, what's happening?
Shout out Scar the Monster from KC Mo.
Yes.
Okay, so
Ooh.
so what's your relationship with him? How's that all work?
Me and Scar and T-Bear, we're all on we fuck with the same promotional company, Corrupted Promotions.
Okay.
Jenna Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out, Sissy. How you doing?
So we linked up with Scar the Monster through Corrupted Promotions in Omaha. We did an Omaha date at South Omaha's Tequila Garage, and shit, we kept in touch since then. You know what I'm saying? I booked him for May 30th here in Des Moines for Des Moines Up in Smoke, but the coronavirus damaged that.
Yeah.
Got real. She got real. Coronavirus.
So you guys were gonna perform. You were gonna travel to California. Have you guys performed other than that? Or not performed, obviously. Traveled, I should say. Have you traveled other places to perform? Is that something that you've commonly done?
Yeah.
Yeah, Omaha.
Omaha. Okay. Like where else?
Iowa City.
I mean, we haven't been a whole bunch of places. You know
Okay, but you've been to other places in
we're
the
inside
Midwest.
the Midwest, man.
That's still, that's more than I've done, man.
All right. You're starting to branch out.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, you guys are doing some really great shit. It's it's been a real pleasure to fucking have you guys on and be doing all this.
Appreciate it.
Obviously the coronavirus is going on. This is all fucking crazy, and we're all about to fucking pull our hair out of our heads. Getting out. But what's the future for you guys in all this? What do you guys foresee? Assuming that this clears up, like what's GFG Records and all that? What you guys got coming out?
Man, we're keeping it in house, man. We just mainly focused on ourselves, man. Staying in our own lane. I'm trying to push all the artists under our umbrella. We got music videos dropping. T-Bear, June 17th, Midnight in the Cave. That's dropping. That's going to be our next release.
Oh, there you go.
And then we got KT.
DJs.
KT's in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? She's about to drop something. HB the King, he's currently working on his EP. It don't got no title yet, but we got the Hogs EP with KA and Fat Boy Ocean coming up. We got D-Man and Flo working on an EP together, man. We just staying busy. Everybody under our umbrella is going to be straight. You know what I mean? We stick to ourselves, man. We do us. We got our own formula. We use our own ingredients, and we just keep it like that, dog.
So basically, our future is, more merch sales.
Yeah.
More movements, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, still stay smoking,
Just to plug yourselves, like, where can you find your merch? Like, where can people find that?
So right now we're working on GFGRecords.com.
Okay.
That'll be up and running. I don't want to put a time frame on it, but it will be this year. Put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
So as far as merch, we got magnets, T-shirts, fucking CDs, stickers, cups, all types of shit. All that'll be available online. But right now, just contact either me or T-Bear or anybody under the GFG umbrella if you want to get your hands on any of that. Big Ray West on Facebook, and I got you.
So, GFG Records, they basically covered Des Moines, correct?
Correct.
In terms of scale, I'm not trying to make it a contest or anything, but
all good.
No, that's good.
where would you say you're at in terms of like Des Moines entertainment? Like in terms of how big you guys are, how many people you're working with, etc.
Man, it's not for us to say. The people, the folks are gonna tell us.
Right.
Okay,
I'm about to say, we're
that's
just in the
fair.
mix.
We just keep our head down and work and shit. They
Yeah.
tell us where we at. You know what I mean?
That's really humbling. That's a good position. The joke I always have with most rappers come on, who's the GOAT? It's like I am,
I'm in the mix.
But anyways, you guys have anything else before we wrap this up? I think we've pretty much gone through everything I wanted to glance over, discuss. What?
Your camera was saying something, bro.
Oh,
On the
fuck.
screen. Shit.
Well, perfect. I guess maybe the camera's telling us that it's time, huh?
Shit,
Fuck,
man. I
this
just
is
want to say shout out to everybody that has shown support to GFG Records LLC. If you ever bought a CD, a T-shirt, any type of merchandise, a ticket to our shows, anything, man, I love that shit. Thank you. You know what I mean? We're just out here to try to give you quality music, man. Shout out to anybody that fucks with us.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you heard it here, guys. T-Bear and Ray West here with GFG Records LLC. Stay tuned. We got a lot of great content coming up next week. A lot of rappers. I got my good friend Jay Bash coming. We're gonna have some discussions and all that. Some interesting conversations and all that kind of shit. Guys, this has been fucking great. I'm so glad you guys could come on, promote your shit. I'd love to have you back on sometime. Everybody, have a great night, have a great day, and y'all follow these guys, follow me, all that shit, and
Hey, find us on YouTube. Just type in GFG Records.
exactly, GFG Records. Follow that shit. All right, guys, have a good one.
You out.
Dope. Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.